Ukraine and its war with Russia was a central topic in the 2024 US presidential campaign. President-elect Donald Trump had repeatedly said this, that he could end the war between Russia and Ukraine in 24 hours. That's a quote-unquote. As Trump prepares to take the helm of the White House for a second term on the 20th of January, hours from now, all eyes will be on him and his strategy to stop the Russia-Ukraine war.
The brutal Russia-Ukraine conflict, in which 1 million people have been killed, has shown no signs of coming to an end. Ukraine and its war with Russia was a big topic in the 2024 US presidential campaign. President-elect Donald Trump cited present US policy towards Ukraine numerous times to attack the Democratic Party leadership, arguing that the White House has been funding and arming a large-scale war that does not benefit America. On the other hand, Trump's Democratic opponents accused him of cozying up to Russian President Vladimir Putin, saying his approach amounts to surrender for Ukraine that will endanger all of Europe. But Trump has consistently said his priority is to end the war and halt the drain on US resources. In fact, during the campaign, Trump even claimed that he could end the war between Russia and Ukraine in 24 hours. He had declined to give any further specifics.
If I become the president, I will end the war in 24 hours.
Donald Trump has said he identifies with the Russian position that Ukraine should not be part of NATO. Kyiv says joining NATO will deter further Russian aggression. Trump and his allies claim Ukraine's membership will unnecessarily provoke Moscow and drag the alliance into a war. On the 13th of January, just a few days ahead of the inauguration, the US President-elect Donald Trump said he will meet Russian President Vladimir Putin very quickly after he takes office next week.
Before I even arrive at the Oval Office, I will have the disastrous war between Russia and Ukraine settled.
Like you said, he famously said that he would end it in 24 hours. That's impossible. Even the 5 to 6 month deadline, it's not clear exactly how Trump is planning to do that, but I assume it's going to be a negotiated settlement between Russia and Ukraine. I mean, Ukraine knows that with Biden leaving and Trump taking over, that he's in a much weaker position in terms of support from the United States.
And then there's also his national security advisor, Mike Waltz, his proposed national security advisor. Waltz has said that he's going to use leverage. He's going to tell the Russians that if they don't come to an agreement and accept a negotiated settlement, then the U.S. is going to increase the aid, the military aid to Ukraine. He's also said that he's going to tell Zelensky that if he doesn't come to agreement, the U.S. is going to cut off military aid to Ukraine. So it's going to be using that kind of pressure. And we're going to see some version of that. We don't know what that's going to be.
Donald Trump's return to the White House is all set to reshape US foreign policy, indicating radical shifts on multiple fronts as wars grip many parts of the world.